The Yorubas have won their agitations. The Yoruba are an exceptional people, precocious, tactful, urban, and temperate. They are about the most sophisticated of the ethnic groups in Nigeria. They know when to pounce, when to retreat, and when to negotiate. For the Yoruba, it is about the collective effort. It is always about the whole group interest does not succumb to the sway of individual ambition. They live by a winsome, parakbo philosophy, togetherness, and the Omoluabi elements. Well, it's never musty. So what I believe is that the Yoruba is now woken up and now they are coming together. The reason being that Sunday Igboho was arrested and they have, put heads together to make sure that their son does not, rust in or rot rather in Buhari's den. That's just it. But the Igbos which who used to be very, uniformed and united are now, separated just because Nnamdi Kanu is fighting for Biafra land. Even if it's not fighting for Biafra land, it's really fighting for the Igbos in general. Well, a united Nigeria remains the most operational means of preserving and protecting the variegated interests of those within the territory, while the big three, Igbo, Hausa, and Yoruba, just do for sectional dividends. They forget that there are other groups, the presumed minority ethnic nationalities in the phylum. Nigeria has over 250 ethnic nationalities but are the supposed small lots lesser citizens. Should the interest of the big three be the governing aspiration and grail of other groupings in the taxonomy? Well, have we asked what the Afed in Yobe State, the Afizere in Plateau State, Afo Eloyi in Nasarawa State, the Bauchi in Niger State, the Boki in Cross River, the Hanang in Akwa Ibom, and many others classes under the Nigerian family tree want? Some apostles of secessionism have even conscripted these ethnic nationalities into their abstract territories by faith without considering their peculiarities. The arrogance of the Igbo, the Yoruba, and the Hausa is largely responsible for the parlous state of the country. Nigeria should not rise and fall on this big three. Nigeria is bigger and stronger than any of these groups on which the country currently pivots. A united Nigerian guarantees freedom to exist for the small ethnic genus. As I have always said, a united Nigerian remains a viable venture for all. Well, I have followed the agitations for self-determination by the peoples of southern Nigeria, and my interest is piqued by the crusading techniques of the agitators from the southwest. Even in potentially combustible situations, they have managed to arrest their emotions and keep their demons in the abyss. Although they took their agitation to the street a number of times, they have always been circumspect about when to retreat and not to go off the deep end. That is a weapon the Yoruba deploy masterfully in naughty situations. Instead of going all head in, they step back and dispatch the greatest ammunition in the armory of human civilization. Tax does it for the Yoruba, which is coming together. On Thursday, the Ilana Omo Oodua, the group crusading for an independent Yoruba nation led by Banji Akintoye, released a manual to guide its members in their cause for self-determination. They declared no to violent struggle. This declaration comes in the heat of the arrest and detention of Sunday Igboho, the firebrand agitator in Benin Republic. Like I said earlier, that is what is happening. They have come in uniformity to support their own son. Here is a demonstration of great perseverance by the Yoruba nation agitators. We Yoruba lead in the choice of the peaceful and law-abiding path to our goal of a separate country of our own, and we the servants of the Yoruba nation Oodua in this struggle faithfully operate and will always faithfully operate with methods of peaceful organization, peaceful demands, peaceful propaganda, peaceful protest, peaceful legal actions, peaceful political persuasion, and peaceful negotiation. We will push for the negotiation tables and never push for street brawls or any other kind of conflict. And if we find among our people any nationalist, activist person or group that is inclined towards violence, we will encourage them to turn instead to peaceful and law-abiding means. After careful studies of the records of separatist movements in our world, we are persuaded that the peaceful approach is more likely to succeed. Various nationalities and nationalist agitations in various countries of the world have, in the course of the past century, employed violent means at various times while striving to achieve their nationalist goals. Yoruba groups engaged in serving the Yoruba nation need to note carefully that none of these uses of violent or terroristic methods achieved their purpose of self-determination or autonomy for their nations. All they succeeded in doing was to generate confrontations and war with the government of their countries. By denouncing violence and emphasizing peaceful methods for achieving self-determination, the Yoruba nation agitators have judiciously submitted to Nigerians' law while not, obviating their agenda. It also wins them more sympathy. This is in contrast to the approach of their sibling crusaders in the lower Niger area, and who unleashed violence on security agents and citizens, threatening critics, destroying property, and ended up turning their region into Aleppo, Syria. Violence achieves nothing but death, broken bones, and spilled blood. Self-determination is a universal right, but taking up arms to kill citizens and security agents of government is terrorism. Really, in all the agitation across divides, the endanger and endgame is not the way forward and not the way to succeed. The 2023 presidential election is the Venus flytrap with nectar attracting all kinds of creatures. I believe by that time these agitations will taper off. The agitations are precious material for political negotiation. The Yoruba are playing their cards right. Well, it's well said than done, but I believe the Yorubas have really tried in the area of the Sunday Igboho's arrest. I believe they really tried. Well, I'll read few comments. Hausas are suffering the same thing Igbo people are suffering. One day Yorubas and Igbos will help Hausa to free from the cage of the Fulanis. Yes, which is true. The Fulanis are destroying and doing all that. Those Hausas kept smooth. Now it has overwhelmed them. You succeeded in writing. Well, no problem. Yes, agree with Yoruba nation agitators. The peaceful dialogue is the best way to go, but since the inception of MASOP, there have not been any involvement of violence, but their agitation is not massive. It does not enjoy collective acceptance like the Yoruba nation group. But I still believe that if India of more than 1 billion people can survive as a country, we can also survive. All we need is justice, equity, fairness, and others. So the people in authority should take note, which is true. And the Yorubas have really played a good role by uniformity and coming together to make sure that the Yoruba Republic stands, the Odua Republic stands, even if it does not really come to pass. But at least the support they gave to Sunday Igboho during this arrest is enough reason for you to say that Yorubas are really ready and they are united